What do you, how do you like inspire others that consistently live in their lower state to rise up and to start looking after themselves and to start following their dreams?
Okay, so one thing that I do, the type of leader that I am is I'm just brutally truthful. So I give them inspiration by letting them know what happens if they don't do it.
Oh, okay.
So I say, okay, so what is it you want in life? Okay, what's stopping you from achieving it? What's going to happen if you don't do it? And then basically I gather what they don't want and I say, okay, so you don't want to go and start that new business, which means that you're not going to have money to buy the house for your mum that you wanted. Is that correct? So this is you saying that you don't want to buy your mum a house. And then logically they're like, okay, I should start the business, and they go through with it. So they sort of inspire themselves, because I'm not here to people please. I'm here to help people win. And I'm not here to play fun and games with all smiley positive thinking. I'm saying you either fucking want it or you don't. Sometimes they need that realization because the subconscious is stronger than the conscious mind. I get it. It's years of belief systems, years of programming and experiences. I get it. But let me just bring it to your conscious attention to get you back on track so you can start reprogramming your mind to focus on what you really want, which is to buy your mum that house, financially free her so she doesn't have to work in Tesco's no more. And that's the way that's the type of leader I am, because I don't want people to necessarily like me. I want people to respect me and win.
Yes.
And sometimes positive thinking will only take you so far. Sometimes you need to be slapped in the face with the truth to get up and have a go.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so run through like the worst 5 attributes that hold people down in their lower state.
Lying to yourself about saying you're going to do something and then not doing it is the first one. It's the worst thing you can do.
So it's like not being in sync with the person that you're saying you're going to be.
Yeah. The second thing is not breaking down your goals into actionable steps.
Yeah.
With time elapsement and knowing what you need to do to become the person. I don't believe that we achieve goals. I believe that we achieve characters who can achieve goals. Meaning that, okay, so you can't wake up in the morning, but you want 6 figures a month. Okay, think again, mate. And it's not the fact that they can't wake up in the morning, because they could wake up in the middle of the day if they had a disgusting work ethic and worked all night.
Yeah.
But because they can't even wake up in the morning and just set that discipline in place because they've told themselves they're going to do it, they need to understand that your mind is a universal mechanism. And if you take shortcuts here, it's going to show up. It's going to show up. It doesn't matter where you are in life. Your mind is a universal mechanism. It's one, the subconscious and the conscious mind. And if you start taking shortcuts or thinking, okay, I'll just have that one, or I'll do this, it's going to show up in other areas of life. So you want to basically structure your day in terms of, daily wins, weekly wins, monthly wins, because it compounds. Okay. And you want to reverse engineer your goal. For example, if my goal is to do 1,000 press ups this month, I'm going to do 33 press ups every day. I know my metrics. I know the numbers. The third thing is adding habits before removing old ones. A lot of people are like, okay, so I'm going to add this habit. I'm going to add this habit. I'm going to add this habit. But I'm like, okay, but what about these habits that need removing? A lot of people don't put emphasis on what they need to stop doing, because if they just simply stopped self-sabotaging, stop smoking, stop drinking alcohol every weekend, stop chasing girls. I'm talking about men, by the way. Stop chasing girls, stop skipping workouts, stop spending money unproductively, stop scrolling social media, stop gossiping, stop going out with friends and smoking weed, stop procrastinating. If they just stopped all those things, then they've got time.
Why don't you think most of the world puts pen to paper and plans out like what you like to do's? Right, I shouldn't be doing this. Right, that's made me feel like that. Tomorrow this is what I need to do. Why can't people give themselves 10-15 minutes of the day to plan rather than watching Netflix or anything that's not serving them?
It's a good question. And my answer to that is because the 1% will always remain the 1%. Successful people, there's always been a difference between successful people and poor people at the end of the day. And there's a book, I think you might have read it, Outwitting the Devil. And he speaks about drifters. Okay, so basically, if you don't know what Outwitting the Devil is, Napoleon Hill has a conversation with the devil, and he tries to understand, why do the poor people behave differently to the rich people? And it's because they're drifters. Okay. And the devil circulates the mind and drifts them away from their goals. gets them moving towards propaganda, vices, all the things that don't serve them. Whereas the successful people follow God. Let's just say, let's just say they follow God in this example, which is abundance, planning, prosperity, consistency, discipline, patience, faith.
Yeah.
So I think that the reason why people don't do it, it could be the devil. It could just be the human psychology behind the path of least resistance, which is what we're all programmed to follow actually at the moment, to what we are now at the moment in time. But I'd say the reason why people don't do that is because the 1% will always remain the 1% at the end of the day. And, you know, I think that a lot of people don't know what they want.
Totally.
But to find out what you want, you just find out what you don't want and do the opposite. Because every